And thank you all so much for coming to our wonderful Fiat Musica concert. What you're going to hear tonight, other than my dog drinking water, is uh, a product of the work we did over the fall and, well, me through this month. Uh, so we were very fortunate to be able, for the first couple months of our season, to rehearse together in person, masked, at Lou Hausler's home. And we're just so grateful to Lou um, for, hi Dave, um, for opening up her beautiful back patio, back space to us so that we were able to sing together again. And then thanks to Linda Werner, we had a great keyboard, and it was just fantastic to be able to sing together again, and people could still participate from afar. Here's Gus looking up to say hello and join in the singing. And then we moved briefly inside to Calvary Church. So Sonia Reitz, thank you for facilitating that. We decided we were not yet ready to do a live concert, that wasn't safe. And of course, Omicron came. And so everybody made recordings based on YouTube videos of my conducting and sent them to me, and I edited them together, and that is what we will be hearing tonight. So, as we get going, if for some reason you can't hear something, like it seems like there's music playing and you're not hearing it, please write something in the chat right away so we can address that. Each of our pieces are going to be introduced tonight by members of the group. And so I'm going to be running the slides here. That sometimes goes super well and sometimes does not. So please bear with me. And yeah, I'd also like, there's a nice little picture. It's a little bit squished this way, but this is where we were able to rehearse with people participating on the computer as well from home. So thank you again to the Hauslers for hosting us in that way. I have put a program in the chat, and there's Bev Merkley, and I was going to say we have a couple special guests. Bev is one of our founding members, our founder, and we're so pleased to have her here with us tonight. Sheila Willie's also here, one of our conductor emerita. How's that? And yes, we're delighted to have so many people. So Nancy Lennox is going to go ahead and come off mute. I'm going to mute. We tested this and it should allow the music to still play even though I'm muted. So Nancy is going to introduce our first song.
Our first song is Alla Nanita Nana, which is a traditional Christmas carol that has become popular as a lullaby in the Hispanic world. In 2006, a version of this song was recorded by the teen pop quartet, the Cheetah Girls, accompanied by Mexican singer Belinda, and it appears in the film Cheetah Girls 2, a Disney Channel movie about the all-girl pop group's trip to Barcelona to perform in a music festival. While they're at a club in the evening, a guitar player strikes up the tune of Nanita, and one of the Cheetah Girls comments that her mother used to sing it as a lullaby, and the four cheetahs burst into harmonious song. Our version combines Nanita with Coventry Carol, an English Christmas carol dating from the 16th century, which was traditionally performed in Coventry, England, as part of a play depicting the Christmas story.
Sorry, you didn't hear me. I'll just shout, ugh, I can't believe that happened. Um, I apologize. We're gonna start that song again because my finger went too strongly on something. That's gonna be the last problem. Totally. And it's not a bad thing because I realized that I had completely forgotten to say one of the most important things, which I realized as soon as music started playing, which is before we all met, I met with Marina Thomas, who is our wonderful pianist. And because we were so back and forth and unsure how things were going, didn't play with us during our rehearsal process. And we recorded all of these accompaniments. So she is an integral part of this process. And I'm so sorry that I didn't say that in my introduction. So you get to hear the beginning of A la Nanita Nana twice. And I am going to press the button and not touch anything. Katarina.
Yes, the next song that we are going to hear is also a lullaby. The song Durme Durme is a traditional Sephardic Jewish lullaby. The song is sung in the Ladino language, which is a Judeo-Spanish language spoken by the Sephardic Jews living in Spain. At the end of the 15th century, the Jews were expelled from Spain and they settled in other areas in Europe, taking the language with them. The lullaby Durme Durme is still a beloved lullaby today in parts of Bosnia and Bulgaria, in areas where Sephardic Jews settled after leaving Spain. The words Shema Yisrael refer to a core prayer in the Jewish religion. Observant Jews consider it to be the most important part of the prayer service, and it is traditional for parents to teach their children to say it before they go to sleep at night. It is not clear how old the song is, but what is remarkable that is that the chord progression of Durme Durme is very similar to that of Ala Nanita Nana, which we just heard, and it makes one wonder at the origins of these two lullabies. It makes one think that they share a common source. So let's hear the song.
Hi, to raise my hand?
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Faith Stack from the alto section. Our next piece, Bring a Torch, Jeanette Isabella, originated in Provence, France in the 17th century. The song had its origins as dance music for the French nobility, and you can definitely feel that in its 3/8 time notation. The catchy melody also found its way into a drinking song in a comic opera revival of a Molière play. But it is best known as this lovely traditional Provençal Christmas carol. The carol first appeared in print in 1668 in a collection of 12 Provençal noëls by Nicolas Saboly. In the song, Jeanette and Isabella are two female farmhands who have found baby Jesus and Mary in a stable and rush to tell the whole village. Visitors to the stable are urged to keep their voices quiet so the newborn can enjoy his dreams. Still today on Christmas Eve in Provence, children dress as shepherds and milkmaids and carry torches and candles while singing this carol on their way to midnight mass. Our version was arranged by Dave and Jean Perry. I hope you enjoy Bring a Torch, Jeanette Isabella.
Oops, sorry. Carol.
I have to unmute myself, huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm Carol, one of the altos. I've had the pleasure of singing in the alto section for a few years with this lovely group. Our next song is in German. It's called Warum willst du andere fragen? And it's by Clara Schumann. Clara Schumann was a German pianist, composer, and piano teacher of the Romantic era. She was a child prodigy, and she was taught piano by her father from an early age. She grew up to be quite a remarkable woman. She made a living for her family of 7 children after the early death of her famous husband, composer Robert Schumann, by doing concert tours through Europe with famous colleagues. She was one of the best pianists of her time. She also composed a body of piano music as well as songs and choral works. She later taught piano, the only woman on the faculty of Dr. Hoch's Conservatorium in Frankfurt. Such a public career performing, teaching, and composing music was very unusual for a woman. Our next song, Warum willst du andere fragen, is one of a series she and her husband Robert wrote early in their marriage, based on romantic poems by Friedrich Rückert. It is an impassioned plea to a lover who appears to doubt the speaker's fidelity. The speaker says not to believe others or even interpret his actions. The only source of truth is his eyes. Look into my eyes. I love you. So let's hear that song.
Linda.
Yes, I also am an alto, singing in the alto group. I'll tell you about Lullaby. It's one of 3 nocturnes with words written and music composed by Daniel Elder. A nocturne is a musical composition that is inspired by or evocative of the night. The composer, Elder, states that this piece explores both observational and psychological experiences associated with love, nature, darkness, and light. Most simply, this is a song of reassurance as a mother may sing to her child to stave off a fear of darkness and the solitude of night. The composer wrote that in addition to being a song of reassurance, it also serves to comfort those who grieve over loss, which is true for me listening to and singing this song. It served to comfort me during this time of COVID. It comforts me as I experience sadness from not being able to visit with my grown children and their families and my friends. I hope it can comfort you too.
Lou.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lou Hausler, and segueing from that lullaby into actual dreaming, our next song is Dream a Little Dream of Me. This legendary song was written back in 1931. The music by Fabian Andre and Wilbur Schwandt, and lyrics by Gus Kahn. It was first recorded by Ozzie Nelson and his orchestra, with Ozzie singing the leads. And then 40 years later, it was famously recorded by Mama Cass and the Mamas and the Papas and sold over 7 million copies. Many, many other versions have been recorded over the decades by singers including Frankie Lane, Doris Day, Kate Smith, Bing Crosby, Dinah Shore, Nat King Cole, and a jazzy duet by Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald, just to name a few. The piece has remained an American songbook standard and is beloved around the world. You can find versions of this song sung in Italian, Spanish, Finnish, German, French, Norwegian, Czech, Korean, and many other languages. Listen carefully for the unusual and captivating key change. The original one modulated from G major to E flat. Ours flips between E flat and C major. You'll know it when you hear it. That innovative key change and the old style swing feel were what sold Cass Elliot on making this song her signature performance piece. Here's Dream a Little Dream of Me.
Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you.
One more. Jeannie?
Hi, my name is Jean Jorgensen. I sing in the soprano section, and our next song is Let the River Run. It was a Grammy, a Golden Globes, and an Oscar winner as the theme song for the 1989 hit Working Girl. Carly Simon, who was inspired by the script and the poetry of Walt Whitman, wrote this paean to the great city of New York, as well as an anthem to all the workers, the sons and daughters who daily flood the city in hopes of keeping the wheels moving. The Silver City, the New Jerusalem, portend a great future. It's a joy to sing.
Yay.
Hey, congratulations, everybody.